Hey, assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. I hope you guys can hear me. I keep trying these different things here to make sure you all can hear me. For some reason, this wasn't working on my laptop. قدر الله ما شاء فعل. So I only have a few minutes, but I wanted to bring this to your all's attention today. Um, so some of you, I hope you have looked at my campaign, the GoFundMe campaign that Allah blessed me to put do the voiceover for and video and voiceover for. So I wanted to talk about it because time is running out, and we're not even at $1,000. I just checked it again. I just was live on TikTok, and now I've come on here. Um, I'm hoping the sound's working. I'm also multitasking, so I'm on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, along with Instagram here. So I just wanted to plead to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Assalamu alaikum. So time is running out. My friend's daughter, the more time that passes, the more danger she's in. She's only 12. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Um, and so my friend, we want for our sisters what we want for ourselves. Let me start with dua. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, as-salatu wassalamu ala rasulullah. So my friend was living here in Georgia. Um, and when what I'm going to say happened. Um, so my friend was in a relationship. She decided she didn't want to be in it anymore, only after having had a daughter. So she came here to Georgia to start over. And this didn't sit well with the father. And so she didn't know this until all of this unfolded, that he had legally, illegally, but legally in terms of he used law enforcement to his advantage. He had their daughter kidnapped and brought back to him in Texas. Um, how could he do this? Because his mother has very close ties to the authorities, and so we tried. Everyone tries to do right by um, utilizing the laws of the land. But in this case, it didn't work to their advantage or in their favor because they are tied to the laws of the land. For whatever reason, Allah has it, it's working in their favor and not in that of my friend. Um, so, if you haven't looked at the video, it's in the stories, and it's also pinned. Um, uh, yeah, it's pinned in Instagram. So it's all over, and as much as I can possibly do it, I've been sharing the reel that I did over and over and over, and so we want to get my friend's daughter back, because she has been examined by doctors, and she has been both physically as well as sexually been assaulted. So she's in danger. Anytime that someone who's not from law enforcement shares something with this family, um, as long as if they get wind, no one knows who to trust. So if any information you know uh, of negativity reaches the family, they take it out on the daughter. They take it out on the daughter. They have her strapped to the bed so she can't get out of the bed at night to run away. So um, I'm just here, sharing this with you all, pleading to you all to please donate. We are not even at 1,000. They need 26,000. It may even need to be more than that because GoFundMe takes out so much for the fees. We tried Launch Good first and they rejected it. And so we had to, we had no choice but to go with um, GoFundMe. So I'm just here, um, just using all of the influence that Allah has given me to reach everyone that I know. You all know I don't know a stranger, so I'm just taking, you know, taking it upon myself to make sure all of the social media that I have, that I've gone live on all of them, all of my platforms, and to bring awareness to this. So, if you all want to message me privately, you're more than welcome to do that. Please share this campaign. We've got to get this daughter back to her mother. We've got to get those who are involved with this. Now, mind you, we understand the school board is involved as well as law enforcement. So all of these people need to be brought down. This reminds me, some of you may not watch movies or whatever, but this is based on a true story. So Allah blessed me years ago. This is several years ago. I think back in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, to attend a conference where a man spoke, and um, he was talking about sex trafficking, in particular, as it related to children. And I don't think there was a dry eye in the place. He took it upon himself to bring these people down and get these children back with their families. And it is now a movie. It's out now in theaters, as I understand it, or if it's on, it might be a Netflix or somewhere like that. But I anticipate on the low end that either Law and Order, the show Law and Order, will pick this up after we've brought the light and attention to this that it needs, because this has got to go to Supreme Court, um, and um, you know it too may become a big movie on on the big screen, before it's said and done. So I just wanted to come here to share with you all again about this campaign. The least, of course, what you can do is making dua, and then what we need most outside of that is money. We need the money so that we can hire investigators and those that will help, who are willing to help, because we did try to do this before, um, but um, no one took this seriously, and so there was a good number of monies that were raised. However, the family, again with their influence, had shared that this was fraudulent and took it down and gave all of the people who gave money, they gave it back to them. So this isn't right. And so I said, I would do whatever I could do to help with this. And so that's what I'm doing. So in your giving, I want to share with you about tawassul. Some of you may or may not know it, but you can use that in this case. So tawassul is where you have given something to someone in need so that you can also get what you need from Allah. So all risk comes from Allah, as we know. But what you can do is using Allah's attributes, and I talk about this in the video. Uh, you whichever is appropriate. If you need money yourself, if you need to get out of a situation yourself, if you um, whatever your need is, you want to get married, you want a child, ask Allah. Oh Allah, if I gave this money uh, to this family in their time of need, seeking your pleasure and your reward only, I ask you, Ar-Razak, to please give me a child, to please give me money, to triple the money that I'm giving, replace for me with better than what I'm giving to this family. And, like this. So we know that Allah answers the dua, especially if it's a consistent dua. We don't say things like inshallah inside of the dua, because that's like an oxymoron. It's not necessary. Allah created will. So of course he's willing. Proof of that is when he says for us, encouraging us to make tahajjud, that he descends to the lowest heaven, and so that he can we can ask him for whatever it is that we want or need, and he can answer it. So just wanted to come on here real quick and share that with you all. Please share the campaign. Um, I will see how I can. Let's see. Ooh, oh, I can't do it on here. Um, anyway, again, it's pinned on Instagram, so be sure to click that. It's also in my stories right now. Click it from there so that you can give, you can share, inshallah. So I'll go ahead and close. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك آمين. And as I always say, be resilient, inshallah, and have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. And join me in about an hour, well, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. We are finally going to have that room, inshallah, on Black Power and Black Wealth. You don't want to miss it, inshallah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.